It is so great to be back on the Grow podcast with you, Matthew. And I must say, it's honestly been crazy doing shows without you. But if we all had probably questions on our mind, we were wondering where your head is at on either doing podcast shows or you going to be moving on off into wrestling careers. I mean, what's next for you in the year 2021 ending, beginning with 2022? Since now 2022 is halfway around the corner now, that would probably be the question on everyone's mind. Now, before you do answer that question, I just want to personally go off and state that the Grow podcast is going to be rather entertaining. Although we tried to kick it off in 2021 with show after show after show, and with the COVID-19 circumstances, now we are back here and on the air. That felt so great to say.
And I'm sure and positive it really did. As far as a career of wrestling goes, no. I've always been interested in doing things the way I've envisioned it or wanted it. And for the circumstances of Grow Podcast not ever being on the air live on Spotify and all that crap, it's because I had a different vision for everything, and I had things in a line. It's set up the way it should go. So it's kind of like if you, I always make this comparison. If you would look at a Vince McMahon of WWE, if the show doesn't go the way he wants it, the show will not go on. The show will be postponed. It will be rescheduled. It will be redone. And, that's how I've always envisioned something. It has to have everything set. And Anton, I mean, you're crazy as it is. You've known Adam for a while. I spoke with you a couple times. You said that you remembered playing, Grand Theft Auto, and BCW was there during these times. Tell you, man. Adam is crazy as heck. And everybody thought I was crazy. But I promise I'm not.
Well, Matt, it's been a real pleasure sitting with you on the Grow podcast. This is my first time sitting down with you, recovering with some moments, getting to relive everything with you.
Well, yeah, sure. Totally, what are you trying to leave off?
For many of you who don't know, Matthew Grove is probably the craziest guy ever.
That's
I
not
used
true.
to sit and work with him and Adam. Adam is also known as Mark. That's his real name. Him and Adam we all three sat together and was cool friends, playing wrestling games together all day. Just three simple old kids achieving one dream.
Young ones at that, but
First time I ever met Matt, he brought upon this craziness to me with him. I honestly thought he was crazy to start with. Then as I got to know him, I realized that it wasn't his craziness. That's just who he was.
as you definitely know me, yeah.
You know, we were sitting here in the middle of what you would call now in wrestling a team death match in wrestling. And Matt is mine and Adam's partner, and he just comes into the ring with a steel chair against everyone and all. I mean,
and
nobody
everyone in
can
sight.
stop him. He's got the chair in his hand, swinging it around on the game, and there's no stopping him. I mean, even if you're his partner, you might want to get out of his way.
Run fast.
Everywhere, and he's gonna hit whatever's in sight. And he hits Adam with the chair. Adam's already outside the ring, incapacitated. He can't move.
Poor Adam.
He can't even cover anybody.
No, let alone a 3 count.
And Matt tries to chase me around with it.
But you
hits the ref. And then he goes after the 2 opponents that we had. Knocks them completely out. And then he finally stops.
Well, it's only after 2 people.
But poor Adam still out there outside the ring, incapacitated. I mean, Matt, we don't know what you was thinking here, man.
Well, I was thinking of the whole obstacle thing.
It was something insane and crazy, wasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it's called a team deathmatch. I mean, everybody before everybody else, and getting the win and the victory, and looking a little crazy while doing it.
I don't really know. I don't know at all. But man, I mean, you are one heck of craziness. Like I just really have a question. And this is going off topic and off script, definitely. But does anybody else think you're crazy besides all of us? Like, I mean, we all know that you're, like, I don't know.
A lot of people.
It's been a while since sitting with you. I'm a bit nervous here talking to you. But, I mean,
a lot of people probably think I'm crazy. Yeah. I'm telling you, I think the love of my life thinks I'm crazy. But it's okay. She can deal with the craziness.
Oh, wow.
I just had to add that in there, alright? Alright, it just had to be added. But I mean, nonetheless, I mean, Adam, he was one crazy dude back then. And there was no stopping him from anything. You talk about having to stop me from anything, you have to watch for Adam. He's the one that's crazy with the steel chair. Alright. Not me. I just had the chair in my hands, and that's all. Man, I didn't know what to do with it. Decided to start swinging it, everything that was moving. That was fine with me.
So the question I'm wondering is, do you and who is formerly known as Adam DWAYNE, now Mark, your friend, to this day, are y'all going to start the Grow podcast together, or are y'all going to possibly do a wrestling podcast together?
Well, Mark isn't. He's going to be co-host of Grow Podcast. Right now, getting him under the show times and stuff like that is all we're working on. And Mark, if you're out there listening, this is kind of what you would be doing. Of course, Antone is just a guest here. Hadn't found him in a while, but I mean, he is able to come out of the shadows and explain his past with everybody. And he thinks I'm crazy, but yeah. Me and Mark plan on taking the Grow podcast and going all out with it. And figuring out more, and I've seeked some new acting skills. TikTok knows that very well. I think I'm going to work on more of that tonight. We'll figure that out. Shoot, I guess if we ain't got much more time, might as well kill the podcast now then.
Well, Matt, it's been a real pleasure sitting with you on the Grow podcast. This is my first time sitting down with you, recovering with some moments, getting to relive everything with you. But, Matt, we hope to get the Grow podcast going sometime soon. You know,
Very much
this
so.
was a great episode, and I'll definitely be here for the next. Guys, Matthew Grove, my name is
sure, it's me, y'all.
Nice to see y'all.
Antone, not Princeton.
And tune in
He's
to the
crazy,
next
Princeton.
episode of Grow Podcast.
Don't
Can't
listen
even get
to
it
him.
out there.
Look, he can't even get out there right. He sounds
Shut up,
already
man.
crazy.
Shut up.
Alright.
Well, y'all don't listen
we're
to
done
him.
with it.
He's a little crazy. Obviously, still.
That's the middle of my name there. Crazy.
Y'all, till the next episode, we'll be here.